and then they left inheritance to such and such seed line, and then someone says, "Oh, you're 21 now. There's an inheritance for you, $100,000." You never even knew it. That promise was given to who? To those who were in that who was in that will.
Right.
Well, the nation of Israel has that will. So there's people that's going to get that promise. They had no idea that the promises were extended to them.
And then once that will is signed, you can't turn that back. You can't try to reforge the signature and be like, well, it don't apply to him anymore. That's why you can show in these movies like when the old grandfather's about to die, you got certain kids, they're trying to fight, they're trying to get on dad's side before he died to get the inheritance. But guess what? That father, he always had a favorite son that he was going to leave it to no matter what. And guess what? It was always most likely the son that didn't nobody like, the one that was like the real lowly one. Because all the other ones was usually greedy and they always was real shady, man.
And what happens when they find out who the money was left to? The ones that didn't get the money get pissed off. You left that money to them? It's like, I got another piece
and that's what these other nations coming to find out. They've been lying and lied to all their life that they got a part of inheritance. Now they realize that they ain't got no part of it. They pissed off, man. That's why they mad. That's why they're trying to incorporate themselves into the inheritance of Israel. But like Deuteronomy 32:8 said, hey, Israel is a lot of the Most High's inheritance, man. Who gonna take? You can't. Esau, you can't try to trick the Most High and to try to trick him into reading nigga on the contract, man.
Right.
You know, you're trying to upset prophecy to try to make. It was basically Esau trying to find the Most High to be a liar, man.
He's saying, now I'm saying it's a spiritual thing, you know? But that's the stumbling block in today's age, man. That stumbling block is neither Jew or Greek.
Right.
That is a huge stumbling block that the Most High has set up for these so-called Christians with all these other nations, including stuff with Edomite, Ammonite, Moab. They all included stuff into that either Greek, but y'all ain't Greek though.
Right.
So how even is it okay? Let's just say even if it was a Jew or Greek, how do y'all put this stuff on the Greek?
Hey, but then according to that Edomite from the off from the Mega Ministries, Esau was done away with. So if you say it's hypothetical, if it was to the Greek, that means that y'all can't get it because y'all all dead. Who's going to receive it then if all the Edomites is dead?
So that's a promise they're never going to get taken advantage of if they all clone.
He's a fucking idiot, man. But he don't know prophecy and he don't understand the scriptures, man. Hey, like I say all the time, it says neither Jew nor Greek because they're all Israelites, man. They're the same people. That's why there's no difference, man. Damn idiots.
Yeah, baby, look at that. The Greek word in Greek, it's gonna be ethno. Which means nature of people.
All right, so it says, Ezekiel 11:17. Therefore say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will even gather you from the people, and assemble you out of the countries where ye have been scattered. Who? I'm gonna gather you. Look at that word from the people. See what people.
First of all, identify who's the you, right? You gotta identify who's the you that Ezekiel's even talking to. Once you identify who the you is, then you can get a further understanding of who you gotta go gather.
It's just like with the you that who believe Abraham. Those are because it was already set in the spirit that all Israel was going to believe that there was Israel. And they wasn't going to believe that they came from the line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So that's why there, whoever shall believe, because only a certain amount of Israel was going to believe that it was from Peter, that they came from that line. It's simple to understand. Not all Israel.
That's what I want to say. All right, let's start over again. Ezekiel 11:16. It says, therefore say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, although I have cast thee far off from among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where I have scattered them. Therefore say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will even gather you from the people, and assemble you out of the countries where ye have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Israel. And they shall come thither, and they shall take away all the detestable things thereof, and all the abominations thereof from thence. And those are the things that made them Gentiles, man.
That's right.
You know, all the abominations was all the worship and the gods and the idols of these other nations that Jake took on while they were under captivity and being scattered amongst all these nations, man. Which is only natural, man. That's like, for instance, if I was a baby, let's say by the time I was 10 years old, my mom, let's say I lived here in America and my mom died, and I had family that was living in Barbados, and I went over there to Barbados. they usually Catholic over there. Naturally, I'm gonna pick up being, especially if the person I move with is Catholic and they go to the Catholic church. What the hell am I gonna do? They're gonna be taking me to the Catholic church. I'm gonna be picking up all the things that they pick up. I'm gonna be cooking the food that they cook over there. I'm gonna dress how a Barbadian dresses. I'm gonna start speaking like a Barbadian. Even if I was 10, probably by the time I'm 15, 16, I'll probably have an accent, man. I'll start speaking like them. Start using their slang words, man. I'll know everything about that country, man. You know, so the same thing happened with Jake, man. When they were scattered amongst the Babylonians and amongst the Assyrians, Jake started picking up them customs, man. They didn't tell you how Jake was beeping for Tammuz. How the hell did they get that, man? From being amongst these other nations, man. And that's what made them Gentiles. As Paul said, he was carried away by these dumb idols, man.
Yes.
Hey, quick point. Also, today you have like Jake, especially Judah. It would be like you have niggas in the hood who talk down on niggas that grew up in the suburbs. They talk somewhat different, and they might dress a little different. You can apply the same things to back then, with the Gentiles,
Yep.
It says, and they shall come thither, and they shall take away all the detestable things thereof, and all the abominations thereof from thence. And I will give them one heart, and I will put a new spirit within you, and I will take the stony heart out of their flesh, and will give them a heart of flesh, that they may walk in my statutes, and keep my ordinances, and do them, and they shall be my people, and I will be their God. And that's not talking about, that doesn't apply to the other nations. Because the Most High said that he's given the other nations these idols and things to worship, like the sun and the moon and animals and shit like that. Those things were meant for these heathens to worship, man. That was not so for the nation of Israel.
Hey, like for instance, with you know how it's a law saying like if you find like a dead animal, you're supposed to sell it to the heathen man, right? Mm-hmm. But the Lord said He came not to destroy the law. So if a heathen is being brought in, you know what I'm saying? But they say we could sell a dead thing to an animal. How does that would twist the scriptures? You know.
But that means that you can sell it to them, and if they can just be grafted in as an Israelite without actually being an Israelite, then why do we sell it to them?
Yeah.
Because they could possibly come in.
It ain't happening. So you had a precept, come on?
I do.
Who got it?
I
You
got a couple.
got a couple, bring it.
First one I want to go into is Judges.
Slug. It says one more verse. This is what happened to Jake that don't listen. It says, but as for them whose heart walketh after the heart of their detestable things and their abominations, I will recompense their way upon their own heads, saith Yahweh, man. You know?
And this goes basically into what you was bringing out in Ezekiel too. This is Judges 2:1. And an angel of the Lord came up from Gilgal to Bochim and said, I made you go up out of Egypt, and have brought ye unto the land which I swore unto your fathers. And I said, I will never break my covenant with you.
You better ask yourself, okay, who are those people that came out of Egypt?
Right.
Was the Moabites there? Was the Edomites there?
Did somebody spiritually come out of Egypt?
Right. You know, was there was fucking hovering? It was like a fucking, what do you call it? Like a damn apparition that was there in spirit. The Moabites wasn't there in spirit, man. Right. Because the actual fact that we walked out of Egypt was a physical thing, man. That wasn't some, that's not symbolic, man. The nation of Israel physically walked out of the land of Egypt, man, and was led by Yahweh Shai, man. You know, all the Israelites came out of there, man. Moab wasn't there. Edom wasn't there, man. That was only part of the nation of Israel, because it tells you later when they went to, what was that? Jericho, what was that, the hooker, what was her name? Rahab. She said how she heard about what happened in Egypt. Yeah. She heard about how the power of the nation of Israel did what they did, and all the other nations was in fear. Mm-hmm. Now, if they was there, what would they have to fear? Right. They would have been part of that too. They would have been confident, like, yeah, motherfuckers, Most High about to get y'all too. But they wasn't there because it was only for the nation of Israel.
Right. You know, you read in Ezekiel and how it was talking about how they were making, our people were, if you go into another land, or if you, like, to use the example of, if you go to those people who serve the Catholics, they're going to take on that, they're going to take on whatever in that land, whatever religion is in that land. Right. It's, verse 2 says, and ye shall make no league with the inhabitants of this land. Why? Because there won't be a distinct difference between you and them. Because you're going to take on their customs, and you're going to seem like you're one of them and not a Hebrew Israelite. Ye shall throw down their altars, but ye have not obeyed my voice. Why have you done this? So basically, our people didn't do that. They didn't keep to their heritage. They went into the other lands and took on the custom of the other lands, therefore making them a heathen and part of that other nation, of that other customs, instead of taking on the customs of their that they have by birth, which is a Hebrew Israelite. So therefore, it's our job to go and pull them out of those customs and let them know the promises are extended unto you because you are a Hebrew Israelite. The next scripture. Anybody got something else? Anybody got anything?
I got a quick one. This is Romans 15:8. Now I say that Yahweh Shai HaMashiach was a minister of the circumcision for the truth of the Most High, to confirm the promises made unto the fathers.
All right, and whose fathers are those, man? It wasn't the father of Esau. It wasn't the father of Edom. Hey, because Esau, during the time of Genesis, he had received his portion, man. He received from the Most High what he was going to receive, and that was to rule the world with the sword, and to be basically at the end serve his brother Jacob, man. He wasn't given the promise of everlasting life and the inheritance and the covenants. He wasn't given that, man.
Hey, he's living out his promise still to this day.
Right.
And the promises that he had wasn't extended into the kingdom.
Right.
It says, and that the Gentiles might glorify the Most High for his mercy, as it is written, for this cause I will confess thee among the Gentiles and sing unto thy name. Those Gentiles are talking about the Israelite foreigners, because the Lord said that he had other sheep which were not of this fold, which is talking about the other part of the kingdom, the northern kingdom,
I got a quick precept. It's proving that it's only for Israel. This is Malachi 3:6. For I am Yahweh, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. And when you go to that word consumed, I was looking it up. Let's go into it. The word is kalad. It says, to accomplish, cease, consume, determine, end, fail, finish, be complete, be accomplished, be ended, be at an end, be finished, be sent, to be complete, to be accomplished, be fulfilled, to be determined, be plotted, to be spent up, be used up, to waste away, be exhausted, fail. But the definition of it is to be completed, man. Even though even though the Most High brought his anger upon us, man. And it always say the Most High had anger with us. It was always only for a certain period of time, man. It wasn't forever, man. It wasn't forever and ever, man. It was only for a certain period of time. And now, at the same time, the Most High, he had a balance to that. He was pissed off at us, but now we're reaching the time of where he's going to have mercy on the nation of Israel through the elect, man. To where all the things that he prophesied for the nation of Israel concerning the covenant was going to happen, man. About him giving us the kingdom. About him putting a new heart within us, man. And giving us the other nations as a possession, man. Those things only apply to the nation of Israel, man. And now is the time to where we're about to reap those things, man. And all you other nations are about to reap the things that's being set up for you.
This is Psalms chapter 89, verse 34. It says, my covenant will I not break, nor alter the things that is gone out of my lips.
So look at all the things that the Most High made concerning that covenant. Hey, you can go to Deuteronomy 28 chapter, man. So imagine once the Most High put that new heart in us, man, that's when the covenant going to be able to be played out. And everything from chapter 1 through verse 15 in Deuteronomy 28 is going to be everlasting, man. Because the Most High is not going to have a reason to be pissed off at us or to put us in captivity or use the other nations as a whipping stick over us, man. It's going to be everything from the first chapter on down, man. And other things that wasn't put in there, man. The scriptures tell you, eyes have not seen nor ears have heard what the Most High have in stores for them that wait upon him, man. It's going to be off the chain, man. It's like we say all the time, our minds can't even comprehend the things that the Most High have, man. All we can do is just have give a little example of what we think is going to be like, man. It's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be something that you're going to have to witness with your own eyes to see. Something you're going to have to experience, man. Go ahead.
This is Hebrews chapter 8, verse 10. It says, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people.
Right, that's the new covenant, man. Because the old covenant, it had fault in it because that we were made subject unto vanity, man. Because that we couldn't keep it. The heart that was in us couldn't keep the laws that the covenant that the Most High gave to Moses to give to the nation of Israel.
Right.
And that was a covenant that we couldn't keep and that we break, man. But the new covenant is going to be on better promises because we're going to be better, man. We're going to be made perfect to where we're going to keep those things forever, man. And that agreement, don't. Matter of fact, I'm going to look up the word covenant, man. This is to get an understanding of what a covenant is, man.
That's right.
But these damn devils, y'all don't understand that. Y'all think that the covenant applies to you. You wasn't written in that agreement, man. What scripture is that? Hebrews 11.
Hebrews 8 and 10.
Yeah, these devils break their own covenants, man.
Hey.
Look what happened to Native American Indians.
Right.
Man. Look how many covenants they broke.
Yep.
You know, they think they can have a part in the Lord's covenant. Man. Lord ain't gonna, Yahweh Shem Shai ain't gonna break his covenant.
That's right.
All right, and the word is deataka. It says a disposition, arrangement, any sort which one wishes to be valid, the last disposition which one makes of his earthly possessions after his death. It's just like a will, man. You know, just like, okay, that's like, let's say if I was rich and I was about to die and I had one son. Let's say if I had a couple of nephews that I really liked that did me good, I can write certain things in there, but it's all going through my process. They're all related to me. They're all through my bloodline, man.
Right.
You know, so let's say for my son, I'm gonna give him 90% of what I had, but for my nephews who was good to me and dear to me, I'm gonna give them the other 5% between them two. That's gonna make up the other 10%. That's within my power. And once I write that, and once I sign it, it can't be disannulled, man.
Right.
Nobody can take that and try to rip it up because even when you write a will, you got to have a mediator there that goes over it, that watches. Like when you get a will, you write it. There's somebody there to witness what you're writing, man. Like a middleman that's going to pass down that inheritance to who it has to go to. Who's the mediator for us for these covenants? It's Yahweh Shai, man.
Yep.
You know. It says the last deposition which one makes of his earthly possessions after his death, a testament or will, a compact, a covenant, a testament, God covenants with Noah, etc., 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 man. And you should know that chosen line goes through Noah, man. Yeah, you can read Matthew's the first chapter. Through Yahweh Shai's lineage, I'm pretty sure Noah's mentioned in there. You know? So like we said again, man, that's the covenant and the agreement and the deposition that's only made with the nation of Israel. Going way back, man. So you nations don't have no part of this, man. You never did and you never will. I don't give a damn how many these little groups that Esau try to set up to come against the men of the Lord, man. It ain't gonna change the fact of what Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai said and what he prophesied and the agreement that he made with the nation of Israel, man. Nothing can disannul that, man. And nothing can be added to it, man. So the devil's gotta deal with it, man. You know?
That's not-
Go ahead.
This is Numbers 23 and 19. The Most High is not a man that he should lie.
All right, so the Most High ain't gonna lie. Hey, it's like, what the hell the Most High gotta lie to, man? That's like if you got, let's say if you somebody of a high rank, let's say you got 30 women, and you go and get you a 31st woman, you ain't gonna lie to them women. You gonna bring her home and be like, well, she gonna be the maid, and she gonna just clean up around here. You gonna bring her in front of everybody and be like, look, this is my 31st woman right here, man. What you gonna do with it? I mean, what you gonna do about it? Ain't nothing you can do about it, man. So the Most High don't have to lie to his creation, man. The fuck?
There's still more.
Come here.
Neither the Son of Man that he should repent. He hath said, and shall he not do it?
That's right, man. The Most High said that he made a covenant with the nation of Israel. Is he not going to do it? The Most High said that he was going to gather all the scattered of the nation of Israel amongst all the other nations. Is he not going to do it, man? Hey, it already happened back then, and it's happening again right now, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Or have he spoken, and shall he not make it good?
Right, hey, like the RFID chip. The Most High spoke about it, and is it not being made good right now? It's only a matter of time before it's made mandatory to be pushed and forced upon all the people, man. But it's here. Hey, the Most High said that the nation of Israel was going to go into captivity.
Right.
It happened. Hey, the Most High said that the nation of Edom was going to rule for a certain period of time. It happened. So it's like, here it is. The Most High it's all good when the Most High let Esau perform his prophecy, but when it's our turn to get ours, then it's a problem and shit.
It's like Esau coming up to Isaac saying, okay, you can carry out the promises or the promise that you gave to me, but you can't let my brother Jacob, because in his promise it said at the end I gotta serve.
Right. You know?
So it's like, nah, his Jacob can't have his promise,
Right.
his blessing, but I can have my blessing.
Right.
He can have his, but now it's time for him to lose his shit. Now he want to be a bitch about it and shit. Don't be a bitch about it, Esau. Hey, it is what it is. You can't change shit. The Most High said it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, man. And the Most High made it good.
I got something real quick. Going back to Numbers and the scripture you read, Malachi. Matthew 10:5. These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, "Go not into the way of the Gentiles."
Oh,
And if any,
it's like, who are those Gentiles, man?
I look at that word Gentile.
Yeah, kind of. I get it. See who these Gentiles are. Let's see if the blue letter fumbles this shit.
Pretty sure it's the other nations.
and if you read a verse above, it says one of the disciples, Simon the Canaanite. Now, was he actually a Hamite? No, he wasn't a Hamite.
See, but here it is. Esau put ethnos, but he fumbled it right here. But then in the definition, he has the right one. But he says in the Old Testament, see, he's showing you how they're trying to incorporate these other nations into the New Testament. It says in the Old Testament, foreign nations not worshiping the true God, pagans, Gentiles, which is the other nations, man. Which you got certain, you can apply that to the 2/3 and Jake that's not worshiping the Most High. You can refer to them as Gentiles, but it's the definition is right. It's the foreign nations, man. Anybody that's outside of Israel, man.
And it's really talking about the foreign nation, because when you read the history of that land and what happened, the Northern Kingdom being taken out of that land and being filled with other nations, that's why how should I do the history of that area of the land? Yeah, they were filled with Gentiles, other nations.
Right.
That's that Kings
17
17
chapter. Yeah. Basically, what that happened is in that with that history, that's basically set up to where all these other, like you have these ministries now, it's set up for the unlearned to stumble. For those who don't get it, who don't get the understanding of the Gentiles, they read this and they go in and find out that the Greek word there is ethnos, is for those who not to get it to continue to stumble forward.
Right, because they're not really being learned in and really studying the true history of the Bible. And you would study it, you would know that was other nations.
Right.
Let's just say the other nation was meant for to be saved and stuff. There would have been a perfect opportunity where I tried to tell his disciples, yeah, go ahead and go to the land and preach the gospel to them. But I was trying to say, fuck them heathens. In other words, they don't even like talking to them. They don't even give them the gospel.
Hey,
Then what did he do with a Samaritan woman from that land?
Played her.
He played with her and told her she wouldn't worship.
Watch this. This is how you know that Esau's the devil, man. Because in the same, that same verse when it says the Gentiles, it goes into all this bullshit, right? Then when you type in the Samaritans, listen to this shit. This is how you know Esau knows, man. He's a fucking devil. It says, here it goes. It says, when the Jews on their return from exile were preparing to build a temple of where is it? Shit, where we go? Oh, here we go. It says, as referred to under the preceding word, King of Assyria has sent colonists from Babylon, Cutha, Ava, Hamath, and Sepharvaim into the land of Samaria, which he had devastated and depopulated. Those Israelites who have remained in their destitute country, associated and intermarried with these heathen colonists, thus produced a mixed race. No, but he's saying, but the point is, he knows that the Jews was kicked out of there,
So
and that, and that the king of Assyria put those heathens over there, man, from Ava and from Cutha and from Cush, man.
Right.
And those motherfuckers were still there during the time of Yahushua, believing that they were Israelites, man.
Did anybody got that in Kings?
Yeah, your father inherited line, man.
Right.
They were taught just like the Israelite foreigner over generation was taught that they were Gentile after the other nation. Well, they did the myriad. Generation after generation, they started to believe that they was Israelites.
Hey, just like these so-called Jewish gutter rats, they in that same position too. But some of them know that they Edomites, but some of them are like really believing that they real Jews, man.
These everyday little, they'll tell you, oh, my mother's a Jew, so I'm a Jew.
No. Go ahead, bro.
All right, these 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, "Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." So who's the lost? Like, how do you be lost, man? You don't know where your home is, man.
Yeah.
So in the New Testament, when Paul was going to the Gentiles, those are Israelite foreigners that were lost.
Lost sheep.
Their mind was lost, man. They didn't know who their power was. All right, they started worshiping them other heathen nations' gods, man. They were mentally lost. All right, and it said of the house of Israel. So they're lost sheep